Hey there, welcome back to another episode of Level Up, where we help you build and grow your dream practice and work with the clients you love. Level Up is a series that comes out every week where we answer your most burning questions about private practice. Anything goes. Today's question comes from Josie Oldham, and Josie wants to know, how do I hire? Well, first, I guess, how do I recruit and then hire for my group practice? If you're just new to us, we are Kate and Katie of the Private Practice Startup.
Hey everybody, this is a great question. And before we dive in to answer it, we want to say thank you to TherapyNotes for sponsoring this series. If you're in need of an awesome EHR and telehealth platform, check them out at therapynotes.com and use code PPS for your first 2 months for free. Let's dive right in. This is a good topic to think about, how to recruit and how to hire. So it depends on what your business model is for private practice, because you might be having an employee model where you are hiring. In some states you're required to do so, so definitely know your state laws. Or you might be having more of a real estate model and having independent contractors. So whether we'll just use the term hire or to bring on team members just for clarity in the video here. And Katie and I are emphatic about really taking a step back first before you start diving into thinking about strategy and where to find people and how to bring them on and all of that. So take that step back, really get clear on your vision, your mission, your company culture. Think about your community and the type of people that you want to serve, because there's going to be a certain need there, and you want to make sure that you're matching the types of clinicians that you're bringing onto your team with the needs that you have in your community. For example, if your community really needs child therapist, maybe play therapist or family therapist, then you would want to strategically bring someone on who's going to match that need for your practice. Sometimes it can be easy just to want to fill your practice with clinicians who might be great. Maybe they're generalists, or maybe you have a bunch of couples therapists, but then you realize, oh, I'm really in need of this. So think about your brand and your culture and really be clear about whether this person's going to be an ideal fit for that, because when they're in alignment with that, it makes everything else so much easier. And then really think about what the needs are. Katie, what do you want to add?
You know, it's interesting, and I have like a thought on the contrary, right? So I know that there is a place here in South Florida, down in Miami, that is a DBT specialty group practice. So if you have a niche-based group practice, then you would hire based on that. But
Absolutely.
This is where Kate's talking, is that you have to step back and really think about, if you haven't already, what is your long-term goal for your private practice? What is your vision? And that, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's always been in your heart, right? But sometimes it's hard to get there. But we promise you, if you do the work and get clarity, and you'll know when it lights you up, it's going to be way easier to make decisions about your business and your group practice and hiring and all that stuff. So, you know, getting clear on what type of group practice you're having. So that's just kind of thought. I just wanted to throw that out there because I know there are some niche-based practices. One thing I'd also say is you really want to have a diverse group. You want to be able to serve the community. So just being very careful of just not hiring everyone that kind of looks like you, or everyone that you like what diversity are you offering your community? Because certain people connect with different people all of the time. So you really want to make sure you do that. And that's also where Kate's talking a little bit about, like, you know, what's the gap in the community? And I love that, Kate, you talk about that, because I don't think that's usually a question on our mind, is what's not being served in the community? And you can kind of look around and do some market research. Look at other group practices in your community. You know, who are they serving? Who are they not serving? What is the need for that community? Kate and I actually really love to talk about hiring and recruiting. So just a few thoughts on where can you recruit these people? So first off, if you love your team, ask them, hey, we're looking for X, or we're looking for Y. Do you know any clinicians that do that or have that specialty, or whatever it is? Because if, you know, good people know good people, and that's a really good place to start. You can also reach out to professors at your colleges or universities. You can post something on Psychology Today. You can even have a specialty page on your website. And a lot of times, you know, when you do really well in the community, I'm thinking about one of our coaches, Sarah Straub, who's all the way in Utah. They do a ton of community events. That's just part of their culture. And when therapists really want to be involved in that, and that's in their heart, they're just going to reach out to you naturally. So it's really cool when you get the opportunity to have numerous people and really select the people who are most aligned with your vision. Just like we would recommend, if we're talking about virtual assistants or hiring other people, as much as you can, put them to the test of the things that they're going to be doing. And another thing I think about Maureen Warbach, the group practice exchange, is not only do her therapists do the therapeutic part, but each person kind of adds something to the group practice, right? Like who in your team might love writing blogs or love doing videos, or maybe the group practice does a podcast. So how can these people like contribute to the development and growth of the brand, the group practice as a whole? So just some of my thoughts.
Great thoughts. And I love this question. It's definitely one that there's a lot of different angles, a lot of different perspectives on it. And we wish you the best of luck. If you have additional questions that you would like us to answer in our Level Up series, pop those into our Ask Us Tuesday thread on our Facebook group, and we'll be happy to answer them. And if you're stuck or struggling, tongue tie, in private practice, we would love to be able to help you. We have our private practice marketing e-course and coaching program. The e-course is a self-study program. You can take advantage of that at any time on our website. We'll put the link in the resources section, and we do offer coaching several times a year. So if you have additional questions, we'll see them in our next week's post. And in the meantime, you guys stay inspired. You got this. We're here cheering you on all the way.
Take care, everybody.